Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this special video series where we journey verse by verse through Surah Al-Baqarah, the longest chapter of the Qur'an, filled with divine wisdom, guidance, and life lessons. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today, we are covering verses 246 to 248. Verse 246. Request for a king to lead in battle. Have you not considered the assembly of the children of Israel after the time of Musa alayhi salam, when they said to a prophet of theirs, "Appoint for us a king, and we will fight in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala"? He said, "Would you perhaps refrain from fighting if battle was prescribed for you?" They said, "And why should we not fight in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when we have been driven out from our homes and from our children?" But when battle was prescribed for them, they turned away, except a few of them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is knowing of the wrongdoers. Explanation. The Israelites asked for a leader to fight injustice, but when battle was made obligatory, most withdrew. It shows how easy it is to speak, but hard to act. What this means for us: be sincere in your commitments. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows who stands firm when the test comes. Verse 247. The appointment of Talut. And their prophet said to them, "Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has appointed Talut as king over you." They said, "How can he have kingship over us, while we are more worthy of kingship than him, and he has not been given any measure of wealth?" He said, "Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen him over you and has increased him abundantly in knowledge and stature, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives his sovereignty to whom he wills, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all-encompassing, all-knowing." Explanation. The people objected to Talut's leadership due to his lack of wealth, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose him for his knowledge and strength, not status or riches. What this means for us: don't judge leadership by wealth or popularity. True honor comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and is based on character and wisdom. Verse 248. The sign of kingship. And their prophet said to them, "Indeed, a sign of his kingship is that the chest will come to you, in which is assurance from your Lord, and a remnant of what the family of Musa and the family of Harun had left, carried by the angels. Indeed, in that is a sign for you, if you are believers." Explanation. The returning of the sacred chest, tabut, filled with relics and divine assurance, was a sign of Talut's legitimacy. It brought tranquility to the hearts. What this means for us: when you seek truth, look for the signs Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends. Tranquility and guidance accompany true leadership. So, if you're truly serious about your faith, make a sincere commitment. Follow this series from beginning to end. One verse at a time. One transformation at a time. Let's walk this journey together and bring the Quran into our hearts and lives. If you found this video beneficial, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with others and let the reward multiply. Like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a verse, a reminder, a chance to grow. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen.